are coming to you from our Grape Girls kitchen.
We wanted to throw a dinner party, but we had no idea how, so we consulted our friend Erika, who is an awesome dinner party blogger. She has so many tips and tricks on how to use wine throughout your dinner party from start to finish. But first,
wait. Today's wine features bubbles!
It's an Italian sparkling Pinot Noir Rosé Brut, which is just a fancy way of saying
champagne.
But we can't call it champagne because it doesn't come from the Champagne region of France.
It also doesn't come from France. It comes from Italy.
Italia! She's very sassy and fun and pink.
So basically, if you were to crack this open, it would be like low tea, all over your face.
Let's go! We are girls and we like the grapes. We are girls and we like the grapes. The right wine from the right clime. Any wine, anytime. We are girls and we like the grapes. We are girls and we like the grapes. Let's go! Erika, what are we doing today?
We have some rosé ice cubes, frozen green grapes, some red wine gummies, red wine marinated pork tenderloin, and for dessert we have a Malbec truffle.
Let's head out to Hollywood Boulevard and interview some more people about wine and cooking.
I don't cook with wine, but I drink wine with every meal. Does that work?
I don't know. I know how to drink it.
Let me ask you, do you ever cook with wine? Do you ever use wine to cook?
Would you be mad at me if I told you I don't cook?
No! I would be so happy. I don't cook either.
I use it on like pasta sometimes, just
Nice.
like a splash of wine in the pasta.
You want to
I
take a
know
guess?
that the red wine is used for eating stuff like red foods. The white wine is used for eating stuff like, I think, fish or seafood.
We want to know, Ashley, if you were going to pair a wine with a pizza pretzel, what would you pair with it?
Well, I have this certain wine that I like very well. It's a cheap wine, but Stella Rosa.
Oh! Can you give us your best wine rap?
I love red wine, and they call it Stella Rosa.
Yes.
If you don't like it, then you got a big problem.
What?
So we have this rosé, this bottle of rosé that was left over from our last dinner party, and we don't know what to do with it.
You only want to keep wine 2 to 3 days, especially if you have a rosé. A really great thing to do is to freeze it. Once it's frozen, you take it out and you have a really nice frozen treat for your guests.
It's a treat.
Great for the kids.
Next, we're making wine gummies. And you're going to heat up your red wine. And then you're going to add a few ingredients. And we have some stevia, gelatin, and we also have maple syrup. The maple syrup you're going to want to add depending on how dry your wine is.
What does it mean to be a dry wine?
Basically, a dry wine is about the sugar content in the wine. So if it's drier, it's less sweet.
But if it's really sweet, then it's a wet wine.
All wine is wet. So now that it's been mixed, we can put it in the fridge, come back tomorrow, and it'll all be ready to go.
It's wine on the go.
You could eat it while driving to work.
Well, actually, that's not legal.
And now, how to get that stain out.
How many times has this happened to you?
The old red wine stain. Did you know that you can use white wine to get out a red wine stain?
Wait, really?
Yeah, I read it on the internet. Watch and see.
Step 1, soak the stain in white wine.
Step 2, cover the stain in a thick baking soda paste.
Step 3, let it sit for just a few hours.
Step 4, wash as usual. Voila! Good as new.
Stain is all gone. Just another helpful hint from the Grape Girls.
So next we're ready for our main course. We are making drunken pork tenderloin. This pork tenderloin has been marinated in red wine. You can use any particular red. We're using a red blend of Zinfandel, Syrah, and Cab.
Get this pig oinking.
First up, we're gonna season the pork tenderloin. We got some garlic powder and salt and pepper.
Ooh, you're so good with your hands, too.
That's a lot of salt. Next, you're going to sear it in a pan. Then we're gonna boil the wine and let it simmer for 3 minutes. Next, we're gonna saute the onions with a little wine.
So good.
So now we're gonna pour the onion and wine mixture over the pork tenderloin. And now we're gonna put it in the oven and bake for 35 minutes.
Let's get baked.
While we're waiting for the pork tenderloin to cook, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick on how to keep your wine cool using frozen grapes. All you're gonna do is just take the grape, drop it in your wine, and enjoy. The benefits of using grapes over using ice is that it won't dilute the wine and it won't cool it down too quickly.
What a grape idea.
After that is done, then you're gonna add a brown gravy mix to your wine and onion mixture.
Mix it all in.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, that smells so good.
If you want to impress somebody with your kitchen savvy and know-how, what are you gonna do?
I have another recipe for dipping sauce with guava paste. Do you guys know what that is? I melt the paste, add white wine
Great.
and cream cheese. Good to go.
It sounds like my mouth is salivating. Do you like to cook with wine?
cocinar con vino? ¿Quieres
cocinar con vino?
I use red wine for tomato sauces.
Sí, salsas.
Yeah,
Sí, salsas.
I know salsa. All right, Miss Erika, what is for dessert?
For dessert, we have a Malbec truffle. We're gonna start with some chocolate, then we're gonna add a little bit of Malbec to it. Then you're gonna heat up your heavy whipping cream, mix it all together, throw it in the fridge overnight, and then the next morning you take it out. You can add some cocoa to it, or you can just eat it as is, like this. Just exactly like that.
Get it in there.
Oh my god, it's so good!
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
Oh my god!
Erika, you are a genius.
Thanks, but really anybody can do it. It's not too hard and it's not too expensive.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You know the part where they say that the alcohol cooks off?
Yeah,
It doesn't.
I am so stuffed.
Just drooled a little bit.
It's okay, you're allowed. From all that food. But mostly I'm drunk from all that food.
We are girls and we like the grapes. Let's go!